What is going on, comic fam? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and I am joined by my friend Noah from Noah's Amazing Reviews. Welcome to the
Hi.
show. Dude, I'm so excited that you're hopping on
I'm
and talking
no,
with me.
I'm so excited that I get to be in one of your amazing videos.
Dude, that's awesome.
I don't know your channel for a long time.
Dude, I'm so excited. I've also been a huge fan of your channel, and I think it's so cool. That you are doing comics at such a young age. You're into comics, you're interviewing creators in the community, you're all over YouTube. It's awesome. So I have to ask you though, Noah, before we start, how did you get into liking comics?
It's just when I was young, my dad would bring me and my brother to the Stanley Comic Con, and each time I would get some comic books that for my reading so I would go up. And I just loved comic books. Still to this day, I love them.
That's awesome. So when did you start reading comic books? Do you remember what age?
Like 5.
Okay. So good, because I have some younger daughters of my own, and they're trying to, I'm trying to get them in the comic book. So 5, it might be the right age to get them into it.
You're right. Yep. Just
awesome.
Make sure that they love the comics. The more cartoony ones or superhero ones, those are the ones that they're gonna love.
Okay, so well, I've watched some of your videos, so I know who your favorite characters are. But in case some of my fans and viewers haven't watched, who are your favorite comic book characters?
Spider-Man, Black Panther, Venom, Silver Surfer. Like so many characters I love.
Ooh, those are so many good ones.
You're right.
Are you excited for the new Spider-Man movie?
Yes, I watched the trailer and I was as happy as the ending. I saw the ending at the trailer. I was like, yay!
That's awesome. Man, so you definitely seem like you like a lot of Marvel. Do you read Batman or Superman at all, or do you just stick with your Spider-Man? And because I see a Batman pop behind you.
Yep. I read a lot of DC and a lot of Marvel.
Nice. So how many comics do you think you read in a week?
Probably 5 to 10.
Dude, that's awesome. That's so cool. So you got into comics at a young age. You love reading comics. You have some of your favorite characters are some of the coolest comic book characters around. And you do a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel called Noah's Amazing Reviews.
And I just can't believe that what we've done.
I am blown away. I mean, I'm not surprised though, because you bring the most energy I've ever seen to someone on camera. Once a camera turns on, you get so excited and you bring just so much energy to it, and it's awesome.
Just so excited every time. Like, welcome back to another episode of Noah's Amazing Reviews.
That's it, dude. When I turn on that video and I hear that excited, welcome back, I'm like, man, we're in for a good episode for sure. So why did you start a YouTube channel?
It's just, I really loved comic books. I just wanted to be unique, because I've seen a lot of people just comic books and they're not like very young. I don't see not much kids interviewing or that love comics.
That's
like me.
I think that's awesome. You're right. There's a lot of older people. I like how you said it nicely, of like not as young as you that do interviews and stuff, like, and have creators on. And you have interviewed some of the coolest creators. But I think this is so cool that you are into comic books. You started your own YouTube channel. How has it been to see because you guys have a lot of followers on your YouTube channel?
A lot.
How does it feel?
I just can't believe what we've completed. I'm just so happy at what has happened these past few months.
Yeah, you've been blowing up and growing so much with your channel, and you were just at a fight last weekend. You were at a Comic-Con, I feel like 2 weekends ago. And
I just hit 17K.
17K. That's awesome. That's a lot of people that are supporting
I
you.
just can't believe that. I'm just so happy that people are enjoying this. I just am happy.
As you should be, because I think that is something that people are people are captivated by your energy. You have just a cool energy, and that you are someone who's young, who is caring about something that a hobby that we as adults love. Like a lot of us that are doing YouTube, we love reading comics. We read comics when we were your age, and to see someone at your age that's still so excited and are starting to create content, it's so cool. It's really cool.
I agree. It's just every time I read a comic, I get too interested.
That's awesome.
So I just read the comic over and over.
Yeah, that's the way it is. So do you gravitate more towards the writing, or do you like the art more in a comic?
I love both. Like the art can be awesome, but the writing could just pull you in. Yep. And if you combine those two, I can read it for hours.
Mm-hmm. And so I've got to ask you about your interviews then, because I've been watching you, because I do a lot of interviews on my channel, but I got to watch you to get all the right tips of what to do and what to ask people. And you've interviewed Donnie Cates, you've interviewed Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, Manny Pacquiao, you were interviewing the Golden Age Guru and Comic Tom and Ray Park. Like, you've interviewed all these people.
Like, I'm so amazed that I get to do all of this, and it wouldn't be possible without this amazing community. I'm just so lucky to be a part of it.
Yeah, this comic book community is really cool. So what is it like, though, for you getting to talk to those people when you get to sit down with these comic creators and interview them and these big celebrities? What's it like for you to interview them?
I just feel so happy. I don't see that much people doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get unique questions, not really the same every time.
Nice. So do you get nervous when you're talking to someone like Donnie Cates or?
Yes, I do. I get very nervous.
So what do you do to calm down? What do you do to just, because you seem so composed on screen?
I just take a breath.
That's awesome. Just take a breath. And I mean, because I feel like you've interviewed Manny Pacquiao a couple times. You were just there watching him fight a couple weekends ago. Like,
I'm just so happy to see his fight. Yeah. In Vegas.
Oh man, that's so cool. So I got to ask you then, if you could interview anyone that you haven't gotten to interview yet, who is someone that you would love to still interview?
Probably Todd Mcfarlane. So then I have all of them. I have Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee, and Todd Mcfarlane.
You got all the image guys. You're gonna get them all in. So we gotta tag Todd and say, Todd, you got to get an interview with Noah.
And I also need to interview Scotty Young. He's just such an amazing artwork. And Peach Momoko.
Yeah,
they're both people that I really want to meet.
Ooh, yeah, Scotty Young does some really cool art, and he's doing a lot of writing now. Do you have a favorite Scotty Young book?
Probably The Strange Academy.
Ooh. Yep. And do you pick up all the Scotty Young variants, the cool covers that he does?
Yep. I have a whole box of them.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So I was watching some of your videos and prepping for this interview, and you went to the Peterson Car Museum. You did a video about a year ago on your channel where you went to a car museum that had a bunch of cars from like Hollywood and stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right.
That was just so amazing to see all these unique things.
Yeah. So if you were going to be able to drive one of those cars out of there, because I'm sure you're allowed to drive now at your age, right? Like, so you not yet, but if you could, and you could drive one of those cars out of that museum, what car would you have wanted?
Back to the Future.
Oh, the DeLorean, the Back to the Future car?
The DeLorean.
Dude, that's so cool. So you love the Back to the Future movies?
Yep. I love them.
That's awesome.
I just love it. the Ecto one would be cool.
Oh, the Ecto one.
Yep.
Ooh, love Ghostbusters, and they got the new movie coming out here soon. That's gonna be awesome.
I'm just so excited for that new movie. I watch every trailer they have.
That's awesome. I saw the one with the little Stay Puft Marshmallows in the grocery store.
Yeah, I love that. I wish there was a toy of that so I could pick it up.
I'm sure eventually they probably will have that toy.
And have you seen What If?
I have.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the What If shows?
Yeah. The first episode was What If Petty Carter stayed in the room, basically. Because that changed everything.
Have you? Yeah, it did. Is that the only one you've watched, or have you watched any of the others?
I watched it episode 2, and I haven't watched it episode 3 yet. Okay, but I'm excited.
Oh, so episode 2, was that T'Challa as
That
Star-Lord?
was T'Challa Black Panther.
Because I know you're a big Black Panther fan.
I am. I was so happy.
Yeah.
That Chadwick Boseman voiced it 3 more episodes after this.
Yeah. So he's in more episodes where he's voiced than just this episode, the past one.
Yeah, there's 3 more episodes to enjoy with him. We will prize these as our final remembering of him. Yeah,
he's so cool. So what do you like about the What If show then? What draws you into it?
It's the mystery. It's like I love how it could be so interesting. Like one thing can change it all. So it's not like the first episode would just be like, oh, Peggy Carter just stayed in a room. She, like when Steve got shot and got hurt a lot, Peggy stepped in. Like, Peggy just was awesome as Captain America.
So cool.
And instead of Bucky falling down, making the Winter Soldier in our reality, Bucky was saved this time.
Yeah, that was cool to see. And again, like you said, and they get to hear Chadwick again, voice Black Panther. Man, that's so cool. So Noah, if you were gonna make a What If episode, do you have an idea for one that you would love to see happen?
Probably What If Secret Wars?
Ooh, you love to see a Secret Wars What If?
Yep.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a really
good. Or probably the newer one. You know why? Because that's a multiverse one. Probably.
That could work. See?
Either one I would love.
Yeah. So Marvel needs to just listen to you. Disney needs to come talk and listen to your channel to get some more ideas. So I know you read comics, and I see you have some pops behind you. What else do you collect when it comes to comic book stuff? I
collect some toys. I collect some pops, if you could see behind me. Mm-hmm. And I collect action figures.
That's nice. So I've got to ask, I know you're a big fight fan. I know you're a big Manny Pacquiao fan. So I know you're a big superhero fan. So I got to know, if Manny Pacquiao was going to be in a boxing match with Superman, who would win?
But there would be a problem with that.
Oh.
I don't think the sun would get through there.
Oh.
So I think Manny Pacquiao has an advantage.
Because Superman is not going to get the sun rays in the arena?
Right. Yep.
There you go. You've heard it here first. Manny Pacquiao would beat Superman in a fight. I love it.
As long as the doors have no holes in it, Manny Pacquiao wins.
All right. That's fair. I put you in a tough spot. I know that was a tough question. I knew it was. But you always ask people, what are your 3 comic book grails? Do you have 3 comic book grails that you own?
Yep, I do. I have First Vision that I I'm so happy to have Avengers 57. I also have First Black Panther, FF52. I also have Avengers 100 signed by the man himself, Stan Lee.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, do you have to keep those away from your dad as he tries to steal your comic books?
Yep. He tries to hide them from
He
me.
tries to claim them as his, but they're yours. So you can't touch them. All right, Noah. So you do all these interviews. And like I said, I do interviews on my channel as well. That's why I had to bring you on. I wanted to get to know you. I think it's really cool what you're doing, creating content as at your age and just putting out really good stuff. Do you have any tips for me as someone who does interviews, what I should do with interviews?
Just make sure not to have any same questions.
Always keep them different?
Probably you could use, what's your favorite comic book writer? What's your favorite artist? What's your favorite characters? Those 3 ones are okay.
Okay.
But others are probably what got you into comics, and who do you admire as somebody that got you into comic books?
Nice. I'm taking notes because I need these pointers because whoo, no, I'm telling you, you have some great interviews. And so I gotta make sure I can stay up to par with you.
Like, something new every interview is always amazing. It's not gonna be like, oh wait, these are all the same questions, but they're all different answers.
Yep. That's so cool. So we talked about who you interview. We talked about what are some of the things you collect. We talked about your comic book grails. What is one comic book that you're still looking for that you want to own in your collection?
I really want FF48. That's just one that I think I might never get.
Hey, but
that's a good one.
Yeah, you are trying now. You're going on into it. So what are your favorite types of video? Because like you've done interviews, you've done unboxings, you've done, like I said, I know you went to the car museum. What's your favorite type of videos to make?
Basically the ones where I interview people, because I just get to hear all these interesting answers that I get to show people.
That's so cool. Noah, you are awesome. I just want to let you know that you bring so much cool energy to YouTube. And because you're such a good interviewer, I got to ask you, do you have any questions as we're wrapping up? Any questions for me?
Yes, I do. And thank you for all that you've said. Like, you are amazing.
Thank
you.
I
do have some questions for you. Do you have any comics that you'll never get rid of?
Yeah, there's a couple. So let's see. I will show. I'll show this one. This is one that I got at a Comic-Con recently. This is done by a guy named Adam Fields. He did this sketch of Batman on the cover and it's on the blue.
Cool.
Right? It looks so cool. Like, I've always seen the sketchbook covers where they do the blank variants where it's the white background, but I'd never seen a blue cover like that. And he was like, man, I can make it pop. And he adds a little bit of white in Batman's beard and in the eyes, and it just really looks cool. So this is definitely one I would never get rid of. I have a comic book in my collection over there. I'm a big Dick Tracy fan, which isn't a very popular comic book character, but when I was your age, that was the comics that I read in the newspapers and things like that, was this comic strip called Dick Tracy. And I have a comic book, I think it's 1948 was when it was made.
Oh my.
So it's my oldest comic book in my collection, and it's pretty sweet.
Wow, that is really old. Like 50 to 60 years ago.
Yeah, it's old. So that's one that I'll always keep just because it means so much to me.
Also, is there any comics that you're hunting for?
I am looking for the first Silver Age appearance of Riddler. I think it's
Ooh, that's
Batman
cool.
171, I think is what it is. It's a red cover where Batman and Robin are punching the Riddler and he's spinning around. I really want that. I love the Riddler. He's one of my favorite villains, and as a Batman fan, so I'm hunting for that one for sure. And it's funny you mentioned Todd McFarlane. You want to interview Todd. I need his Batman 423. That's where he had that Batman on the cover with the cape. It kind of looks like the Spawn cover.
I like that one. I wish I had that one too.
I do too. I had it when I was your age. I had it and I was reading it, but I didn't have parents that knew anything about collecting. So I just read it and I read it to shreds. Like I know the cover fell off. I don't like when I first went back and read that issue on like a digital app, I was like, I know I had this comic at one point, but it just got read so much that it got trashed. So I need it again.
We're both hunting for the same thing.
Yeah. So, well, if I see it, I'll let you know. And if you see it, you let me know. We'll help each other out.
Got it. So, is there anything that you collect besides comics or books?
Yeah. So I'm a big Batman fan. So I collect a lot of action. Here, I'll kind of tilt my camera over here a little bit. You can kind of see this bookshelf right here. It's full of Batman action figures. A lot of them were when I was a kid, and then there's a bunch from the movies and stuff that I got picked up, and
those are so cool.
So it's a whole shelf is just dedicated to Batman. Batman was what got me into reading comics and things like that. So autographs of Kevin Conroy, who voiced Batman in the animated series on the Batmobile. So that's pretty cool.
Do you want me to show you some Batman things?
Yeah. Yes.
I know you saw this set. These are from the animated series. Look at that.
Yes. Oh, that's so cool. That's
They're
cool.
all black light. I could show you it.
I was gonna say it looked like it would glow in the dark or something. So that's cool.
So they are black light. I could show you the glow.
Oh yes.
Okay. I just need to set this up where you could see it. Wait. What if I do?
Okay.
Okay. So now let me just get this.
It is so cool. Oh, there it is. Oh, killed it. There we go. Oh, that's sweet. That looks so cool. Man, now I know what I'm hunting for.
I also have Joker and Harley Quinn to give them.
Ooh.
I have all of them in the set.
Okay. So there's a Hot Topic exclusive. Man, those are so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to collect some. I have a couple of the Batman animated Funkos, like the Phantasm, and I've got some from the Batman 1966 TV show and things like that.
I also have this one. This is one of my most prized pops. Look at that.
Oh, is that signed by Jim Lee?
Yep.
Oh man. Is that the one you got signed in your video where you were interviewing him?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's so cool.
I agree. Like, that is so cool.
Man, you have one of the coolest collections.
Thank you.
No, this has been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. So what are you working on as we wrap up? What are some, you got anything that you're working on your channel?
I'm working on my charity, Comic Books for Kids. It sends comic books to children's hospitals. You could donate to them. That's what I've been doing recently.
So you're starting a charity for comic books for kids. Tell me more about that. What does that mean?
So it's basically, it's a raising money for charity.
That's so cool.
So the comic books go to people at the children's hospitals that really need them, that are like sick.
Oh man, that is one of the coolest ideas, giving back to the community and giving back to
I sell a lot of my comic books for this charity, and I'm so happy that I could be a part of that.
Yes. Well, you'll have to send a link so I can post it in the video where people can buy your comic books and help support this cause. That's awesome.
I'll make sure to. Like, I might even do a thing where you could choose to get the comics or send it to Comic Books for Kids. I might do that.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. I think that's such a cool idea because you're not only helping people in need, but you're giving back of something that you love, and you know that comic books helped you out as a kid, you know, and give you an enjoyment, and you want to give back to kids that have some enjoyment. That's, man, I love to hear that.
I have a top secret thing. I'm teaming up with Comic Tom for a variant in October. So make sure to be subscribed to see more about this.
Oh.
And the more that we get closer, the more that I'll talk about this. Ooh. Right now, this will be top secret.
Top secret. We won't tell. I got my Comic Tom support local.
And it will be in the mystery mail call. So make sure to get your subscription so you can get some of these comics. And I will be selling them signed by yours truly, me.
Yes, I love it, Noah. That's
and
awesome.
I will be grading some signed by Comic Tom and me.
That's so cool. I just got my mystery mail call box from last month, and I got a golden ticket. I got one of the CBCS golden tickets. So I got two
of those.
Dude, that's so cool. I got to send them in now.
I basically got 2 mystery mail calls, and I got 2 of the golden tickets. I'm kind of sad I didn't get that first Scorpion.
Yeah.
That was in the big keys.
Yeah, there always are some big keys. I don't have it here. I actually got a Scott Snyder signed slab one time for commenting on one of Comic Tom's videos. That was a Batman Who Laughs cover signed by Scott Snyder in a slab. So it was really cool.
I think I have something like that. It's like the dark. It's something like that.
The Dark Knight death metal or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, it's Greg Capel.
Oh yeah, Greg Capel. Yeah, he's so cool. I met him one time at a con, and I was so nervous interviewing him, or not interviewing. I was just talking with him, but he's like, "Hey, we're both bald," and he like shoved our heads together. He's like, "Look, we're twins." Dude works out really crazy too. He's really jacked. So. Dude, so you got a lot in the works. You are working on a lot of cool stuff. No, where's the best place for people to follow you with all your news of what you got coming up? Where should people follow you if they don't know you yet?
On Instagram, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Noah's Amazing Reviews.
That's awesome. And all the links that we talked about here are going to be in the description of this video. So Noah, you got anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Okay, make sure to be subscribed to the Bearded Comic Bro, and make sure to be notified to all of his videos.
Dude, that's awesome. That's the best promo I could ever get. So, man, Noah, thank you so much for taking some time.
Your bells like that.
Thank you for talking with me about comics, about creating YouTube videos, how to do interviews. This has been so much fun, man.
I had so much fun, but before we go, peace. Bye.